Vanessa.
And we're late to the party. The OG late to the party.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tim and Ashley could not be with us here today because of scheduling and whatnot.
Yeah, because y'all dropped the Schmoedown a day earlier, which we're actually excited about because Tim and Ashley weren't going to be able to be there anyways because we were going to do ours from Phoenix Comic-Con.
Yeah, we're kind of glad that it's on Thursday, so that way we can get it up and be done with it, and we didn't have to worry about it during the weekend because obviously we're going to have our hands full.
Yep, and another person who has their hands full now weekly is going to be Ken Knapsack. So, don't know if you caught it, but on Facebook Live they had Inside Schmoedown
with the pit boss.
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun. I got to catch it. Unfortunately, Thursdays at 2 p.m. I'm driving to work, so I don't really get to interact with the chat and talk to you guys while you're watching it. But I got to hear it, and it was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed it. I thought that it's a great addition to everything that is Schmoedown. It gives you a little insight, a little bit more, especially when it being on Facebook Live, because everybody has Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And then it's on the Collider.com Facebook page, so you can go there, interact with them, and I like he was talking about top 10 rankings, the singles and the doubles, giving his insight into all of the little tidbits on each team essentially that have come through, especially what happened last week with IGN versus Rotten Tomatoes.
Yep, and with that being said too, Ken, you said to buy low on Team Action. I think you don't want to pick up that stock yet because it ain't going to go very high once we have our way with them. But with that being said as well, baby carrots.
Yes, there was a huge announcement that happened on the Insider Schmoedown, and if you haven't gone to see it, go check it out because right now we're about to spoil it for you.
Baby Carrots,
Mark Ellis is coming back, and his first match is going to be against Classy Clark Wolf, and I am like super excited for this. I love both of these awesome contenders in the Schmoedown. They both are amazing, and the way that they come out for their Schmoedowns too, I just love their entrances, and they just have a lot of fun when they're there, and I'm just excited to see them go against each other.
The fun Schmoedowns are usually, you know, when you take somebody that's old school and you pit them up against each other. I'm still waiting for that Schmo versus Schmo fight that we'll get eventually one day. But when you go and get actors and have them compete against each other, we saw that with the Power Rangers, and now we're seeing it again tonight with Jonathan Rhys Davies or Meyers?
Myers.
Because Davies is Sala.
Jonathan Rhys Meyers, everybody.
Yeah, okay, so Jonathan Rhys Meyers from Paris with Love, right?
Yes, and August Rush, which I love.
And Tutors, which my mom loves. And then we've got
Bennett like Beckham and Match Point, and he was also in Mission Impossible 3.
That's right, he was, actually. I enjoyed him in that, and then they kind of ditched him and went with, what's his name? Hawkeye. But then we've got the director as well. I don't know who he is. Like, what's his name? Bennett? Backett?
Brian?
The director? You know what? It doesn't matter because we're about to find out. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is the thing.
That's the thing.
This is horrible. I'm horrible with names sometimes because I have all of these other names in my head that I'm just like, Brian Goodman, I think is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully that's not a Schmoedown question.
No, me talking about it, I'm just like, in my head when I was doing that, I was like, what is his name? I know it has something to do with John Goodman, Brian Goodman, okay.
When we're in our Schmoedown, you're going to see Vanessa at the table figuring it all out. She's going to be like Zach Galifianakis in The Hangover, and all the numbers are going to start clicking.
Be like Rayman? Because he was a retard.
We're going to get to the reaction. Oh, it's right here. I could have just looked down. Rhys, Meyers, and Goodman, which is always fun to get these guys to do their little PR stunts on the Schmoedown.
This is great. Yep. Instead of just answering when they have like interviews.
Junkets.
I think this is an awesome thing that they should implement for all the junkets for other movies.
Absolutely, and then we'll get The Rock. Here we go. It's been a while since we've done it over here.
Hashtag Schmoedown.
Oh, they're not moving. That's okay. They're moving in my mind.
Welcome back
Butterfly.
to the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and my goodness, what a match here today. I'm Christian Harlow.
Hi, I'm Mark Ellis, and you know we don't get dressed up for just any occasion, Christian.
Well, thanks a lot.
Today is something special special because we have a special celebrity match pitting the star versus the director of the new film Black Butterfly, which is in theaters today, also available on digital demand.
That's a Robert Muldoon shotgun right there.
Download. That's a lot of demands, Christian.
There's a lot of demands, and I'll tell you what, man, I am so excited to have these guys, both Brian Goodman and Jonathan Rhys Meyers, here to compete today in the movie trivia Schmoedown. I mean, I've been a fan of Jonathan Rhys Meyers for a very long time. When you go back to Match Point,
he's so handsome.
Black Butterfly.
He's a fan of yours here too.
Well, I think that's true. I actually think that's not true. He didn't know who I was. Not true. But you look right now, and you look at this match. What are they going to know about movie trivia? What are they going to know, and what are we going to find out about these two guys today?
And that there is the game. Charming, world-class talent. These are all phrases that have been used to describe me, but it's not about me today, Christian. It's about Jonathan Rhys Meyers and him telling us backstage that he thinks he's pretty good at Oscar movies and action and adventure. And then
I love their faction is Black Butterfly.
I thought that said Ben Kingsley.
But does he know anything about movie trivia?
We're going to find out, but I don't think it
because he was King Arthur.
He scares me the way my dad does.
King Henry.
But it's just like you feel like when he gets mad, you just don't want to be anywhere near him.
I'll tell you this: if I show up in a prom limo and I'm going to pick up somebody, I do not want that guy answering the door.
No, I'm with you. But guys, we want to hear what they said to each other right now. Here you go.
Ooh, that's fancy. Oh, trailer reaction.
Ooh.
Hello, Ryder.
It's part of the game.
Who said you could read the script?
Clever.
Stories are not good enough. I can help you. I just wanted to show you some real. Sorry for the scare. Where you going, Paul? We had an agreement.
John,
Is that Antonio
in
Banderas?
trouble.
It did look like him.
With win attitude, but not with him.
Well, you know, he's a tough guy. He's from Boston. He's got some brief, you know what I mean? So I've got to, you know, I've got
His
to tread
Irish
carefully.
accent.
Sharp, very intelligent, very sharp.
Bitey.
Quick-witted.
I'm kind of like a Netflixer, sort of like iTunes kind of guy. I don't go to the cinema because I usually put on about 45 pounds worth of cream nachos. So, you know, I tend to avoid that, and I smoke like a trooper, so I like to do it at home. So my movie trivia, yeah, you know, it's come style. What can I say, you know? I'm an actor, Captain Ham, trying to get a job.
Be careful.
I'm going to bring the intellectual pain, you know? And I've got an internal cerebral cortex whip, and you know, it's going to. I'm going to knock the Boston right out of your ass.
Again, you see what I'm talking about here. Brian's very calm, cool, collected, and Jonathan basically said he's going to knock the Boston out of him.
That's right.
Out of his
You can
ass.
see them playing their characters from Black Butterfly just a little bit because Jonathan Rhys Meyers, very intense. Brian Goodman also is to direct a movie that has that much intense action, a little bit of a thriller element, dare I say a dash of the movie Misery with better abs.
Well, we're about to find out right now. Are you ready to go?
I am ready to go. How's that golden
abs.
throat feeling?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Introducing first.
Introducing first.
Ooh.
He is the director of Black Butterfly.
Is that the right song?
Brian
Is that Shazam show with Jamie Foxx?
Goodman.
Here comes
Okay, put your belt on.
Look at that stare.
He's just the stare, the point. He sits down. He's cool. He's calm and collected. That's the guy I want to.
He looks like a guy who's killed multiple men in his career, not just directed them.
And his opponent. Also representing Black Butterfly. Please give it up.
Who do you love?
This reminds me of Sam Adams.
Oh, okay.
I just want to Sam Adams now.
Making us wait.
I thought he wasn't going to show up!
It's a stare. He gives him a nice little punch to the back of the head, and he sits, gets ready to see.
I love it. Yeah, that was good.
Christian, already we see mind games. Maybe all of the things, all the hopes that Mr. Goodman made Mr. Rhys Meyers jump through on the movie, now they're going to come back to haunt him.
Or is it going to be the other way around? We're going to find out in just a little bit. Mark, tell our competitors and our fans how round one worked. All right. So, Jonathan, are you ready?
Now, after I
Don't look
answer
at the question.
must I show it and say it, or all 8 questions at the same time?
That's a great question, and we've never had that before. None of the other competitors have ever asked such a smart question. We will ask them one at a time, and then you write down your answer, but don't show it until we ask you to reveal it.
Beautiful.
So, Jonathan, you ready?
Beautiful.
I am.
Brian, are you ready?
They're so close to each
Let's
other.
get ready to Schmoedown! All right, here we go. Round number 1, Mark, go ahead.
In the world of action-adventure movies, by the way, Brian Goodman was great as the lead in Taken. Your question, what actor portrayed the villain Simon in the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance? What actor played the bad guy? Die Hard.
Thought he was going to say Simon Says.
I like the title of that movie. I like it's really ballsy for a third movie.
No, it's for you too. That's for you too. Yeah, both you guys.
He was willing to give Jonathan Rhys Meyers a point.
Is it?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan, what do you got?
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Very small writing by Jonathan Rhys.
Brian?
Jeremy Irons.
There you
James
go.
Caan.
Jeremy Irons.
Oh, he didn't have it. He cheated on
Goodman trying to pull a fast one on us.
Oh, man, he cheated up top there. So, make sure
That was good.
Keep an eye on that, will you? Nothing. I like that right away. Here we go.
Echo him.
Question. Jonathan, you might want to hide your board now.
He wrote it small. I couldn't see shit.
Very
I tried to look.
smart tactic on the end.
Question 2 in the category of 90s films. What was the name of Jodie Foster's character in Silence of the Lambs? What was her name?
You ever see that movie?
Yeah, I like movies.
Get this.
Yeah.
The
I don't know how to
guy
spell it.
eats people.
I just
It's
wrote
a zany
something down because I don't know how to spell it.
5,
The
4,
guy eats
3,
people.
2, 1. Brian, what do you got?
With fava beans.
Clarice.
That's correct, Jonathan.
Clarice Starling.
That's correct.
See, I wrote Clarice too, but I didn't know how to spell it, so I was going to instead of that.
That's 2 straight. Next question.
Can he go smaller with the
I don't
third
know if that's how
question?
to spell it.
From the world of comedy movies. Not a fan of humor, which means I am out of luck for my new
I could have
background.
told you that about 3 minutes ago.
They make
Your question is, in what city was the news crew based in Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy?
Makes it. I botched
Whale's
this.
vagina.
Yeah, you did not get it right. Very embarrassing moment for you.
I did. 5, 4.
I told your family about it.
3. Please don't. 2, 1. Jonathan.
Los Angeles.
That's incorrect.
Nope.
Brian.
Miami.
That's incorrect.
Nope.
4.
San Diego!
San Diego. All right.
You
So
stay
the first
classy.
there. Next category is the
Whale's
category
vagina.
of drama. Which mob movie was released first? Was
Uh-oh.
it Goodfellas or The Godfather
Oh,
Part
God.
3?
Ooh.
Which mob movie was released first? Goodfellas or The Godfather Part 3?
You know, both those
I'm
movies
just
involve the
guessing.
mob.
5, 4,
Christian does not approve.
2, 1. Brian?
Oh, they don't trust me no more. They want me first.
Yeah.
My answer's first. Goodfellas.
That's correct, Jonathan.
Yeah.
That's correct. All right, so there we go.
I figured.
Tight game here, Mark. On to the next question.
3 months apart.
Hot streak. He's on
Your
fire.
next question comes from the category of famous actors and actresses.
What?
You say
And your
allegory?
question is thus. Which classic character is portrayed by Johnny Depp in the Alice in Wonderland films? Yeah, you love those. You cannot get enough
I
of those
like the
movies.
original cartoon animated.
The original
I do like the
cartoon's
original
amazing.
animated as well,
I
Christian.
like the music.
Bottle of
3,
NyQuil.
I'm counting down. 2, 1. Jonathan.
The Mad Hatter.
Correct, Brian.
There you go.
No idea.
There you go. All right, so Jonathan now 4-2. Our next question here, in the category of fantasy sci-fi films, which movie in the franchise was Star Trek: The Search for Spock? Which movie in the franchise was Star Trek: The
guessing.
Search for Spock?
Just need a
I'm
number.
assuming
out of
it came
gentlemen.
after
I
The
have
Wrath
more
of
respect because
Khan.
both their list
Is that
says
it
I'm
does?
more of a Star Wars fan.
Is that what that look
That was
is?
my look. And I'm just reflecting it onto others.
How many did you make?
About 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
About 38 of
Scott
those
Mance would get mad at me when I was about to say 2 men.
Oh.
Yeah, probably.
5,
I wasn't a big fan of Insurrection.
3, 2.
I like
1.
Nemesis.
7.
Yeah, that's incorrect, John.
4.
Ooh,
Oof,
just
close.
missed it.
It was the search for Spock was 3.
Just
4 is where
yeah.
they saved the whales.
They
2
sure did.
questions left.
Voyage
You're number
home.
7.
That's just way too geeky.
I've never
for me.
seen it after the
Here's
first
another
one.
Number 7.
When I
You
see
should
it.
check
Category of
out
new
Rock
releases. Which character
Should.
was played by Josh Gad
God.
in the live-action Disney film Beauty and the Beast? Which character was played by Josh Gad in the live-action Disney film Beauty and the Beast?
No whales in that movie.
Whale of a good time.
I don't know if that's how you spell his name, but I
There
do
they
it
could
this
break
way.
the set.
It's true, LeFou.
All right.
That's easy for me.
4,
Darn it.
3, 2, 1. Pens
I know,
down,
but-
Jonathan.
The gay fella.
Damn, it's so close. But I'm afraid we do need the character name. We do need the character name.
All right, you get the character name, but Brian?
The Beast.
Incorrect. It was LeFou, but so you can't get a half point.
That one that just
It's the gay fella.
It is.
You sure
It's the
it
gay
is?
fella then.
You got it right.
You know what? He's half right.
My grandson a month ago.
Yeah.
They never
Technically,
say it.
Gaston was leaning both ways too.
Well, here's
So
your
we can't give it.
final
They don't have to,
question.
he's
Your
glorious.
Final question in round 1 in the category famous director.
Why don't you go ahead and take this one?
I'm going to. Tom Hooper directed Colin Firth and Jeffrey Rush in what 2010 critically acclaimed film?
I don't know. I'm gonna guess.
Might have been.
5, 4,
Was the Beast in that?
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Jonathan.
King's Speech.
That's correct, Brian.
Alright. I figured.
Didn't have it. Oh, you got it. Okay, so there you go. So Jonathan Rhys Meyers at 5-2 after the first round.
Commanding lead.
Really good
Another
though.
big comeback.
Only missed 3. Good, and it certainly can happen as we get into round number 2. Mark, tell me how round number 2 works.
Cobster is going to be bringing out the wheel with his broad shoulders. And
Rhys
in
Meyers, not
round
too bad.
number 2, now the point values double in this round. So each question is worth 2 points. However, if you guys aren't sure of the answer, you can check to multiple choice. At which point the value of the question goes down to 1.
We
I
know
want you
this
to keep
already.
in mind
Yes,
there
you
is
said that.
stealing available in round 2. So if you missed a question,
Although
Brian,
I
which it
probably
looks
forget
like you
about
might,
multiple choice because you're in the
Jonathan
moment.
Rhys Meyers could steal
We've
that
got
answer.
something for that.
Repeat all that?
Absolutely.
I'm kidding. Fucking boom.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So
Jonathan Rhys Meyers, you are in the lead, so you get to choose. Would you like to spin first or defer to your director,
I
Brian?
would defer to my director.
all right, Brian.
As
give
an actor, I'm used to deferring.
Brian, give it
Beauty and the Beast.
a big spin.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
we
there
won't.
you go.
There
There
it
it
is.
is. There it is.
Look at that spin. You gotta think he's looking for famous directors
Looking
here.
on 90s. Do you want to stay or do you want to spin again?
Spin again.
Not a fan of that decade.
That's my mulligan.
That's it. That's your mulligan. And it's gonna land.
It's gonna land on 90s again!
Oscar movies.
Oscar movies.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so Oscar movies for Brian here.
Now keep in mind, this is one of the strengths that Jonathan Rhys Meyers told us. So if Brian doesn't get this question right, look out for a steal.
I can see.
Okay, Brian, here's your first question in the category of Oscar
Where's Tim
films.
when we need him?
Martin
right?
Scorsese lost Best Director for Raging Bull to what famous actor turned director in 1980?
Clint Eastwood. I don't know.
Ken asked for multiple choice.
Marlon Brando?
Kevin Costner.
It's incorrect.
Warren Beatty.
Incorrect. Looking for Robert Redford.
Oh, okay.
Ordinary people. Yeah.
Redford, it was
Tim is probably like,
Ordinary
"Ah,
People.
I know.
Tyler
He's
Moore, I
yelling
believe,
right
in
now.
that.
Yeah. All right. Your next category. Sorry. Your next question. Which actress is famous for her Oscar speech? You like me. You really like me.
Sally Field.
Ooh.
You gotta sell it. You like me. You really like me.
Does that help?
I have to go. We have to go now. I have to go.
Absolutely. Which actress is famous for her Oscar
Multiple
speech?
choice, yo.
You like me. You really like me.
Brian Goodman trying to phone a friend here.
Different game, right?
You can ask for multiple choice.
Like me, I really like so.
Fine.
Should I just throw something out?
Unless you want multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
All right. A. Sally Field. B. Meryl Streep. C. Barbara Hershey. D. Juliette Lewis.
Yeah, if I had multiple choice, I would have gone with Sally Field.
That's correct for 1 point. 1
job.
point. Yeah.
And he's within
Multiple
one
choice.
correct answer of Time
Yes.
Rhys Meyers.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Shakespeare in Love won Best Picture.
Saving
over
Private
what
Ryan.
war
Yeah.
film in 1998?
I was heartbroken that year.
I do like Shakespeare in Love, though.
Shakespeare in Love won
But
Best
Shakespeare?
Picture.
It's a
over
different
which war film?
movie for
movie. Shakespeare in Love.
Give me the countdown when we're getting close.
5.
5. You can't stop.
I'll have it all figured out by the time we reach the frontier.
4. Again,
What's that?
You do have a chance for multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
A. Black Hawk Down. B. Zero Dark 30. C. Saving Private Ryan. D. Wind Talkers.
Saving Private Ryan.
That's correct for 1 point.
He's within a point with one question to
job.
go.
Now, in order to try to either tie the game or take the lead here, $1 Million Baby was directed
Clint?
Eastwood, yep.
Clint Eastwood.
for 2
He's got the
points.
lead. He's in the lead.
All right, so now Brian Goodman has a 1-point lead, and now it is Jonathan Rhys Meyers who is going to spin. You got that comeback kid. He did it, so here we go. Jonathan Rhys Meyers
Seems
with a good
temporary,
spin.
though.
I've never seen a backwards spin like that.
It was good.
Never
Yeah,
seen
did
it before.
backwards.
Smart spin. And it is the category of new
releases.
releases.
Up front.
I might have a shot here.
The gay fella.
Such an old school
You want to go with it? You
buff.
can
I
get
might
you
have
can
a
spin again
chance.
if you don't want it.
He wants
No,
to
let's
hit.
go with new
You're going to go with
releases.
it. All right, go with it. I like
With
the
new
balls.
releases. All right.
Short-term memory's crap.
I know, right?
Jonathan Rhys Meyers, your first question in the world of new
From Paris
releases.
with Love.
Ralph Fiennes provides the voice of which character
Alfred.
in the Lego Batman?
He should have been freaking Voldemort, too.
No. Voldemort was Eddie Izzard.
The Joker.
No.
Incorrect.
Galifianakis.
Oh, I'll sit.
You don't want it? Okay.
This is not blackjack, so
Okay,
you can guess.
okay, if I try to steal, can I get a multiple choice for 1 point?
No, because he didn't choose multiple choice.
Unfortunately, you
Oh,
can't.
only if he does.
Only if he
But
does.
you can
But
take a
You
guess.
can take a guess.
So you make up rules as you go along?
Yes, we did. Never played this game before.
I don't even
Okay.
Doug Benson was
We're looking
Bane.
for Alfred. Alfred the butler.
Pennyworth.
Keep in mind, Jonathan, if you don't know the answer, you can check the multiple choice.
Let the games
Your
begin.
next question. Who was the director of the runaway independent hit
Jordan
Get Out?
Jordan Peele.
Multiple choice.
Your options are, is it A, Jordan Peele,
Such a good
B,
movie.
Keegan-Michael Key,
I know.
C, Allison Williams, or D, Bradley
I wish it was Bradley Whitford. I love him.
1 point for Rhys Meyers. We're
Good job.
tied.
Yeah, we're tied up. 2 more questions here.
All right. Your penultimate question is, Hidden Figures is the inspirational story of 3
NASA?
African-American women breaking new ground.
NASA. I realize we've been
What company?
reading the questions the entire
Yeah.
time.
Two
But this
points
is in
for
the
Rhys
second
Meyers.
It's true. It's true, but yeah.
Yeah.
Your last
It's all
question
for fun.
the world of new
Yeah,
releases.
this one is a fun one. We'll let it
Who
slide for this.
directed the science fiction hit
Villeneuve?
Denis
Arrival?
Villeneuve?
Yeah, there we go. That's his
Villeneuve?
name.
Villeneuve?
2 more points.
Yeah,
We got a
look at
4-point
that.
lead.
Look at
Jonathan
that.
Myers takes it. There was a good round there, too.
That's
Very-
right.
Really good. Okay, now round number 3, Mark. How does it work? Three
How does-
numbers from 1 to 25.
187. 187.
187.
That is
All
the
right.
code for
good.
murder.
Okay.
Samuel Jackson.
And he might be doing that today.
All right, Brian, you have 3 numbers.
5, 4, 2.
5, 4.
Missing
2.
3 in that countdown, Christian. Interesting
My
strategy.
grandson's age.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's nice. I made fun of it.
all right.
All right, I'll ask the question to Brian.
All right,
I
so
love
here's
their
how it works.
witty
Brian,
banter
now because
between
he's
the
down
two.
4 points, he needs to at least tie the game here, or Jonathan Rhys Meyers will win by technical knockout. So we have to make sure that Brian gets these questions. Mark, are you ready to go?
A lot of pressure, Christian. One of these men is going to win this game. The loser is cast out of Hollywood forever. Here we go. Brian Goodman, you chose number 5 for your first question.
Correct.
Up here at the desk, that corresponds to the category of comic book movies.
It's rough.
He's
Rough,
looking
yeah.
at his face.
Here's your question. What famous actor played the superhero Big Daddy in the movie Kick-Ass?
Nicolas Cage.
That's right.
Nick Cage.
There you go.
Good
Good
job.
job. Right off the bat.
Brian Goodman there. Brian Goodman hits it too. So his next category is category 4. This will put him in the lead.
Nice.
If he
Great
hits this
score.
one.
John
I
Murphy.
was just gonna say John Murphy, so good.
You chose
Kick
number
Sunshine
4.
and 28 Days Later.
That corresponds to the category of Indiana Jones movies.
Jock. Reggie.
These feature a daredevil archaeologist.
Sala.
And your question for 3 points.
Bad
The dog.
dates.
In the film Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade,
Dates. No.
we learn that instead of going by his given name, Henry Jones uses Indiana, which is the same name as what?
The dog.
You were named after the dog. We say that all the time.
Yeah.
Not on this one. I wish I could help.
We named the dog Kylo Ren. You were named after the dog.
5, 4.
Fathers.
Nope.
Unfortunately, they gave him the nickname Indiana because that's the same name as the dog.
All right.
Name the dog Indiana.
So here's how it
We're
works.
named
Brian
after the
needs to hit
dog.
this 5-pointer, and you're
That's funny. We say that a lot.
We say that
Here we go.
basically every day.
Almost.
Disney movies.
Whew, here we go.
Who provided the famous voice for the genie in the film Aladdin?
Robin.
Williams. Iconic.
Robin Williams.
Good job.
Ladies and gentlemen,
correct.
Brian Goodman has the lead.
Now we jump back.
13 to 10.
Some softball, but come on, it's
Has
expected.
a chance to win the game. So he picked category 1, category 8,
Fun.
category 7. Jonathan, for your
It's a fun game.
2-pointer,
Can't be too
category
difficult.
1, you chose war movie.
Oh.
Bam, bam.
War movie. Alec Guinness and William Holden.
Bridge on the River
starring
Kwai?
what
Yep.
film about POWs
I was just thinking it
forced
was
to build
probably
a
Bridge over the
Bridge over the
River.
River Kwai.
That is
Yeah.
correct. All right, so now it comes
I know
down to
one-
this.
I just watched it a
If
couple
Jonathan
days ago.
hits this question here, he will win the game. He chose category number 8, and that would be fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi.
More sci-fi, less
Ian
fantasy.
Holm played the android Ash in which sci-fi horror flick?
Come on.
What?
Ian Holm from Bilbo Baggins.
Alien.
Oh, not Bilbo.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Alien.
what?
Is he Bilbo, right? Yeah, Bilbo.
Yeah.
The original Bilbo.
I was thinking something different when I heard the question. So that should have messed me up.
By the way, I knew it was Alien because, like, that was
No, you're right. It is Alien. I was
scared the crap out of me when I was a kid when he's like spinning around and all the milk is
Brian Goodman, like a great director, pushing his actor
crazy.
to the limits,
I
but
love it.
ultimately
Ian
letting
Holm.
him have the glory. What a nice
No,
guy Brian is.
I was thinking.
And now we get to
Okay,
hear
I was
from
thinking
Brian
the-
Just go with like
and
Fifth Element.
Grace
It's up.
Hancock.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I
Hey,
was
movie
thinking
trivia
something.
Schmoedown fans, I'm Grace Hancock. I'm here with the amazing, my old friend Brian Goodman, and also the very talented
Rhys.
Jonathan
He's
Rhys
taken
Meyers.
back.
What a match, you guys. Okay, so usually on set, actor, director, you guys are on the same team, but today we were fighting against one another. How did this feel?
Well, here's the thing. I feel the same way competing with my sons. If I win, I lose. So I'm glad Johnny won.
And I mean, you guys had a great match, but you did end up being our champion. How did you feel about that?
Victory is everything.
Like Boston Strong, it didn't work out for you today. It didn't work out for you today.
I'll tell you, rules and everything else, Johnny and I spent a lot of time together. He's well informed in the film business. I knew that I was actually pleased for the first time in my life that it was a close match. And I didn't come out on top. Yeah, and I didn't come out on top. So I'm humbled.
I mean, I was very surprised when you got the comic book
Nick Cage.
category in the final round. You looked very worried, and then you busted out Nick Cage like it was nothing.
Can you believe that? That's the only trailer I've ever seen of that with somebody I recognize. It was Nick Cage.
So wait, are you saying you haven't even seen the film? You just knew that from the trailer?
No.
You know what? Sometimes
Here's the
that
other thing
works,
I've never
though.
seen. I have no idea why, and they might even just said it was the right answer, and might not have been. But when I said Robin Williams for Aladdin,
You had no idea?
No idea.
What? It was just in there.
You obviously
It was
have,
just in there. It
You have a
happened.
love for old films, for Oscar
It's probably like all
films.
those things
Do you
that
feel like
they
that really
do,
came
like
through for you
the.
today?
Come on, there's an actor in the world that doesn't sit down with a box of Kleenex every time the Oscars comes on.
It's not just me.
He's sitting down there with a box of Kleenex and some Ben and Jerry's ice cream going,
Why can't it be me?
It would be me. I swear it will.
Like a bucket of Ben and Jerry.
And then the real ignominy is he sees his agent
Yeah.
Right.
in the
You're
second
like,
round.
this should have been me.
Ari Gold is sitting up there.
Well, we've all been there. We've all been there. All right. Well, guys, what a match. What a pleasure having you both in here. And guys, be sure to check out Black Butterfly. It opens today. Amazing thriller, amazing cast, amazing directing. Guys, thank you so much for coming in today. What a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Look, they both had a lot of fun with it, Mark.
Absolutely.
You know, look, they came in here, talked about Black Butterfly, and now we had a really great two great competitors here because they didn't give up. They didn't know the rules right away, but a good comeback by Brian in round 2, takes the lead in 3, and then Jonathan just showed he has that knowledge.
Brian Goodman can literally stare into your soul and pull an answer out if need be. And Jonathan Rhys Meyers, you talk about the diversity of knowledge in the world of film. Able to answer an old-time war movie, then also a science fiction film to get the win. Hell of a job by these competitors.
So make sure, guys, you check out Black Butterfly. It is in theaters right now. It is on demand and digital as well, guys. Check it out right now. It is time for you guys to go and check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown on Facebook. Make sure you check it out here, like, comment, do the whole thing. That's how we get more great competitors like Brian, like Jonathan. Thank you guys for all your support. That's Mark Ellis.
Hi.
I'm Christian Harlow. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, if you like
that makes sense. It's more of a promo, but we get a little Ashley. We get a little Ashley.
To our YouTube channel. It'll help you stay up to date with everything we got going on here at Collider.
I watch a lot of Collider videos to the very end too.
As well as y'all.
Like I don't stop it. I just watch it to the very end.
So again, that was a lot of fun. I'm starting to sweat like Ken Knapsack.
I know. I'm actually starting to sweat too this time.
Yeah, because we're up close to the lights now. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Granted, they were some softball questions, but that's kind of what you need to do with these actors. Like he said, he's an actor, he's a working man. They don't have time to do what we do and watch YouTube videos about movie talk all day, every single day. So
watch movies all the time. Well,
and a lot of them, like we were saying before, or like he said, you know, it just stuck in there from, you know, trailers or
like when he said, yeah, like Robin Williams, he's like, it's just kind of one of those things you kind of associate Robin Williams with the genie, even though you've never seen the movie, because you've seen all those featurettes, especially now when they kind of do like a memory or something about Robin Williams, and one of the characters that they always show is the genie. So.
And you got to figure this has got to be so much fun for them too. Hopefully, it's so much fun for them.
Yeah, hopefully it's not just. I hope that they come into the Schmoedown like with any of the other celebrities that they're able to get, that they come in and they see the Schmoedown, they see how awesome it is and how fun, and it's just not some boring interview that they have to do, because they have to do so many of those, I'm sure, and they probably get asked the same sort of questions over and over again, so they kind of have this sort of like feel, but also promote their movie at the same time as like a breath of fresh
Absolutely, yeah. And it's funny because a lot of those junket interviews, they got to figure out new ways to mix it up. And there was a while where Christian was doing them with Fandango, and it was so cool when John Boyega knew who he was and he watched Jedi Council Movie Talk, you know. And so it gave it a little bit more.
You gotta get John Boyega.
Yeah, John Boyega.
All right, we're starting the Twitter. We're starting the Twitter thing.
And who you got? Who you got? Hashtag who you got? I got John Boyega. How about that?
Yeah.
And then Perry bringing the Would You Rather with the Wonder Woman press junket as well. They got to change it up. And you know what? This is a perfect way to change it up. I'm happy to see it. And I can't wait to see more. Power Rangers is just a start. They're going to grow from here. That's exciting. So thank you guys for watching our reaction for Rhys Meyers and Goodman. I mean, that was it
was a fun match to watch, and this is one of the reasons why we love the Schmoedown so much, because there's so much fun, and we get to enjoy it with you guys, and that's awesome as well.
And I know we get a little more competitive too, but that's also, Mark was talking in with the pit boss about going in, having some fun, and how, you know, behind the scenes we're doing the studying and stuff. He talked about Jeremy Johns doing that as well, but when you approach it, have fun with it. So that's the approach we're going to try and take. That's the approach we should be taking more with these things. We get so damn competitive with Tim and Ashley though. Like, it's who says it first and who you got. We got us. We want to beat them. Hopefully one day it won't have to come to that. But either way, we are going to be heading to Phoenix Comic-Con.
Yes.
In fact, it's going to be a little different. Some crazy things just happened at Phoenix Comic-Con today, actually.
Yeah. Basically, somebody actually brought real weapons.
A lot of them.
What, like
3 handguns,
two knives,
shotgun,
and
knives,
extra ammo. And so now they're
and the police department was able to apprehend him before anything popped off. But that was No pun intended. We are going to be at Phoenix Comic Con, and you know, we're going to just try and get the air of the environment and what's going on and how people are reacting to it, because they have banned all props,
weapons, like every single, like we can't even bring
the sonic screwdrivers.
Our sonic screwdriver. We can't bring the lightsabers because it's part of a prop, which kind of sucks because last year there was like a saber walk.
Yeah,
but
it was a lot of fun.
Everybody had like their lightsabers, and the people who were dressed up as Rey had the Rey staff, so they can't bring that in now.
It's a whole new world, and we know that it's not Schmoedown related, but it is movie related, and we are movie fans first and foremost. And you know what? It's Comic-Con. There is far more things going on at a con than obviously cosplay and props and stuff.
Yeah, you have all the awesome vendors and all the people that are showing off their great talents with all of their comic books. Their
John Schnepp, Chris Gore,
their
you've
pictures,
got tons of them there.
The artists that create these awesome pictures that I love. That's one of the reasons why I love going to Comic-Con, because I love to see all of the awesome art that these artists do based off of what they love.
In comic form or in wall art. I mean, it's all great. And that's something that we can focus on. But there is a little bit of an air of a dark cloud hanging over Phoenix Comic Con right now that obviously nobody was expecting. And you know what? We literally are going there in 8 hours from now. We were headed towards Phoenix. That's why we bring it up, because we got this out for you guys to watch. The next video we will release will be from Phoenix Comic Con, so we've been leading up to that, promoting Phoenix Comic Con, and that is something we just want to get some eyes on that, at least in our experience headed into that. So you guys can also head over to Collider and you can like and subscribe and do the thing on their stuff.
Yes, because the more stuff that they get, the more interest that they get with the likes and with the comments, the more stuff that they can get these directors and these actors and actresses to come and do this Schmoedown. So please go and subscribe and like and do the thing on their channel on Colliders.
Yeah, and we have a Patreon to help fuel the party. Get us to Schmoedowns. Get us to all these different events. We're going to D23 in July as well, so you can look for us there. Say hi. If you're at Phoenix Comic Con, say hi. We'll be wandering around there, and it's always great to see everybody who shares the same likes, like John Schnepp and Chris Gore. We are going to meet up with them when we are there. So thank you guys, and as always, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.